Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bosch blog, your go-to place for all things bullet journaling, books, and beyond. If you're new here, I'm Brittany, and I'm excited to have you join me today. We're diving into my August bullet journal spreads, where we can see I am going with a peacock theme. So before we get really into it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you'll never miss an update. All right, let's jump in here. So I was doing my usual Pinterest inspiration gathering, and I found this like Art Deco peacock feather, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So I started freehanding it, and then I added a little bit of extra things to it as I went, and I think it came out pretty well. If you're like, why are you doing a peacock theme? Well, August is my birthday month, and I really have always loved the colors of peacock, especially like the purple and the teal, like blue, like that, those blues right there. And I was like, it's my birthday month, so let's do something I really like. And if you saw on my socials, some of my past bullet journal spreads in August are typically a peacock theme. So we're going with it again. I tried some blending here with the orange and yellow, and it just, I don't know if it's the paper or what, but like my blending is just not that great. But we're adding some additional colors. I do like lime green too. It's not like my favorite color, but I like it in this as well. Also, a really fun thing is I actually got my journal done way before the beginning of August. We're going on vacation, and I was like, man, it would be really nice if I could get this done and add some like vacation things in here so I can keep track of like what we do while we're on vacation. And look at me, I'm done well before. I had this done last week and I just didn't do the voiceover, so now we're doing the voiceover. So I was like thinking I was gonna freehand the title here, and then I was like, well, I got this really cool stencil I made, let me try it again. And I do like it. I mean, it came out nice, and it was like extra fancy because to me, like, peacocks are really royal and fancy and regal, so I felt like this font was kind of like all those things as well. And I think it came out, and I did this purple, and this purple is probably one of my favorite colors of the Tombow pens I own. So it's like a purplish, pinkish, magenta-y color. But definitely one of my favorite colors in my Tombow set. And I really like it. And it's just a pain in the neck, like coloring in these little thin lines. So next we're moving on to my calendar spread. I already did all the boxes because sometimes it's boring to watch somebody do all the boxes. I think I made a tutorial about how I kind of figured this out, and I can link that below in the description. And typically too, I link all of the products that I use. So if you're like, wow, I really like XYZ, then you can pick it up from the link in the description. But anyway, I'm using my stencil again for the lettering, and as you can see, I added some washi tape to this. Now typically I do like a solid print washi tape for the edges of my pages, but I have this really cool peacock feather one, and I thought it would be really cool on the edges. And then I have the peacock itself washi tape for the top and bottom border, and I thought it came out really good. I don't know what it is. I don't necessarily love how a peacock feather looks, but I really love the blue color of a peacock's like head and neck. Like, that's my favorite blue color. But all right, so we're using another stencil I made, and we're doing a peacock feather again. And I was like, let's not freehand this one. Let's see how this stencil works, and we'll play around with it. And I mean, it worked all right. I only used that part of it, and then I freehanded the actual feathery part. Because I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a peacock feather, but they're pretty, like, they're interesting. It's like a weird shaped feather. It's not just like a traditionally shaped feather. It's kind of like wild in a way. And then I decided the stencil wasn't, it was too big for that area, so I just moved on. Now we're doing our like days of the week, and remember guys, highlight and use your pen first, and then use your marker or highlighter first and then write over it with your pen. That way you don't have to wait for your pen to dry before you highlight over it, because it will smear, and it has smeared before. No matter what pen I use, it has smeared. And then you can see here I added some extra feathers up in the top corners. And now we're moving on to the mood tracker. Now this one is super simple, and we'll see how good I do at like keeping up with this. I know I am habitually awful at keeping up with my mood tracker and my habit tracker, and hopefully in August I'm a little bit better at it, because I changed the way that it works a little bit. I made it maybe slightly more challenging on the mood tracker and slightly more exciting, or maybe exciting is the wrong word. Maybe it's like more rewarding on the habit tracker, but you'll see the habit tracker in a minute. So I'm using the stencil again, and I'm going to use this like peacock dude right here. And this was entertaining, trying to like envision what a peacock's head looks like without having a reference picture. So then I had to like pause for a minute and find a reference picture and then go for it. And like this blue right here of the body is like literally my favorite blue color. I love it. So we got our peacock dude. I don't know, what should we call him? Fred or something? Let me know in the comments what we should name this peacock guy, and we'll use his name when we do this. So we're going with a star rating for each day in August. I don't know, I think it's like better, like it works better in my brain. I think like, okay, this was a really bad 1-star day and whatever. So each month we're going to go through and we will draw a feather on the peacock based on the star rating. So moving on to the habit tracker, we are using our stencil again, and it's, I don't know if you guys have ever used a stencil like this. It's easy and it's hard, because like I am a perfectionist and I want it to like line up perfectly and look normal and whatnot. And it's like hard to line it up with the dots and everything. So I try to be like, I'm very meticulous about it. And the habits and the mood kind of like worked out really well. I know that first August I was like, I haven't used a stencil in a while. So that first one was a little bit rough. So here we are doing a Tetris board. So like I said, the habits is being revamped a little bit for August. So I saw one of the creators on TikTok that I follow do this, and I was like, let me try that. So I created a Tetris board here, and we are going to see like each habit you do, you put a piece of the Tetris piece into the big box, and then once you get to the top you get to like reward yourself with something. And I haven't decided my reward yet. So if you made it this far and you're like, oh, you should reward yourself with this, then let me know in the comments, because I would love that. I mean, different things like manicure, pedicure, massage, I don't know, a day off of work. That would be cool. So we're just filling in the colors, and then we're going to start filling that in as the month goes on. But that is the end of my journal for August. I hope you guys enjoyed this, found some inspiration, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Have a great month.